Breaking exclusive. Breaking exclusive.
Got Alex.
Breaking exclusive.
Breaking exclusive. The breaking exclusive is that we are doing the call-in show, and I'm a few minutes behind the curve. That apparently upset a few of you. Someone called me the Gandalf of podcasts. I arrive precisely when I mean to. That's right. I actually have to set up the phone. So here's the deal, everyone. We are, in fact, doing our call-in show. The call-in show is very simple. If you're a member of the channel on YouTube, if you are a subscriber on Locals, you're a subscriber on X, I better make sure that's out there. But yeah, it should be the last post. That allows you to call in and talk to me, share whatever you want with our audience. That's how it's going to work. If you're calling in right now, you're not going to get put on because I'm not ready yet. I haven't added the Bluetooth. I've got to turn phone on. I failed to do that. I was down with my kiddo who normally only wears track suits. I got a 5-year-old. He's a new 5-year-old who likes to only wear track suits, and he didn't get dessert, so he's a little bit upset because of what happened to him with the dessert situation. And so be it. That's what it's going to be. Let me see if I got the first caller on the line. Caller number 1, are you on the line? Maybe, maybe not. Can you hear me? Not yet. 1 second here. Let's add it to the Roadcaster. Make the connection. Connection, Roadcaster. Are you on the line?
Well.
There we go. Outstanding. All right, let's get a couple other things I got to add in here. Welcome to the program. Good evening. This sounds like Tac Penis.
Yeah, I was making a Family Guy quote, too. Do you recognize where that was from?
No, I do not. What is that from?
That's from Brian when he's like, well. And it goes on like 3 different clips of him saying, well. And it's like something completely obvious just happened. And so it's just an awesome gift to play.
It is something pretty obvious. What happened obvious to you? I wasn't set up?
Oh, no, just, more of the Israel crap, our government sucks, stuff like that. But I was
apparently to be, if you're not interested in supporting Israel, it means that you're mean to Jews. But I don't know how that all happened. I don't remember when that conflation started. And I had a conversation with some lady who's taken it upon herself to be very mad at Tucker Carlson. And I'm like, you know what? If you're mad at Tucker, I like Tucker. I like Tucker more than you. You seem like a shrew and a shrill. So I like him better.
Yeah, some of these parasocial relationships, man, it's like they strike me as the guy in Psycho who had, the mom, and he was actually pretending to be the mom the entire time he was killing people. It's just ridiculous how some people could get, and they just get so invested emotionally with something. One thing I think people should do, I think is a wise thing to do, and with respect, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your skirt or anything.
Don't you dare.
Tend to do it a lot more than more podcasters. You still have many things I could complain about, but This thing I will say that you do better than other folks. It's like, when you've got like 2 points on a map, okay, and you're trying to get like the exact point of something, where something is. It pays to have more than just your line of sight. Okay, where is this from you? Okay. Now, that doesn't exactly tell us where that point is. Something you can see, it's in this direction from you, but we can't even tell what that is. We need more information. So how about somebody else who can also see this thing, who's on the map, is in the area? Let them tell you, okay, this is the direction it is from me. Okay, both of those points. And you can kind of get an idea, okay, it's in this general direction when those lines cross. And then you get a third point, and then you can even figure out, stuff like the elevation of something a bit better. And so you're able to get more precise understanding of what you're looking at. That's what politics is for people that just, aren't window-licking retards, that aren't living in an echo chamber. It actually pays to listen to even some of the stupid stuff, some of the stupid people, because you get a frame of reference where they're coming from. Even if it's like, again, it's something stupid, they're way off, but this is what it looks like from their point of view. It actually helps me figure out a better way to explain my position and convey my understanding even better. So there's other people that maybe over there can, or maybe around here and can see things a little bit better and maybe look at things in a new way that they weren't before. If you just go into my head, you'll see it makes complete sense, and you can come back out and tell everybody.
If I could just get in your head, I'd be fine. I could just explain it.
Yeah, it just reminded me of land there,
well,
man.
They used to call that
school.
Yeah, well, they used to call it the Bongino rule. That one guy did. I think the Bongino rule was just wait a minute, see if there's more information. Maybe you could figure something out. I don't know. I don't have to know all
triangulation.
Yeah, I don't need to know all the things right at this moment all the time. I don't think.
And you know what helps is thinking, okay, maybe I could be off. You know, I still think, let's just say, position A on a certain situation. I may think at the time, like, you know what, I am spot on. Everyone else is retarded.
Yes.
There's no possible way I could be wrong about this. However, I would be an even bigger retard if I did not consider that there was perhaps a possibility there may be more information for me to gain and gather, and that it might help me to have a better frame of reference when I'm thinking about this or making a choice or decision, on what I feel about this position. That's like a lost skill in a lot of ways.
Why have we lost this skill, though?
Because it's okay. The internet, social media, everything like that has given everybody their own megaphone.
It's the barrier. It's the barrier to entry is too low, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes. And some megaphones are retarded, but some megaphones are okay. But it's just everybody thinks that their opinion is the greatest opinion to ever be there. And, it just ends up making situations like this, and you end up with a culture like this.
I think we all just got a sociology degree. Some people are not as good as other people, and some people are dumber than other people, a.k.a. some megaphones are retarded.
Yes, and they can change it, though. They have free will. They can actually change it. They just have to learn to recognize where are they on that retarded scale.
We know they won't, though. All right, final thought, and then I'm kicking you off.
Syrup was mad at me earlier this week. It was funny, but he's back to loving me and not biting my fingers. Condor backpacks really are badass. I found some crutches that are perfect for travel. They break down super far, and Japanese money has holograms on it, dude. It's pretty cool.
I have nothing to add. Thanks for calling. 3 truly random thoughts. Thanks, buddy.
Peace.
All right. That's the one and only Tac Penis. TACPNESS. We're not being profane here. We're just saying what his name is. That's his handle, the Tac Penis. He's always pretty quick on the draw. Caller number 2. I think you are on the line, and that means you're on the air. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Kyle. Thanks for having me. I go by Garner Steve on Rumble and by Born to Be Wild on YouTube.
That's wild. I need you to get closer to that phone. Are you far away? Are you in another room from the phone? It sounds like you're far away off.
Well, I can take it off of my AirPods. Let's try this. Hold on.
Let's see. Give me a check.
I apologize.
Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. Yeah, it sounded like you were in the far side of a hallway and then you came running up to speak to us. That's way better.
Well, my wife keeps me in the closet.
Well, I'll forgive you then. All right. I'll put you on the clock. I didn't even start your clock because I was like, this is not fair. I could barely hear this, man.
No, I'm not reclaiming my time. I probably won't even use 5 minutes.
Whatever. You can
2 at home.
It's yours. You can reclaim it. You only get 2 at home? I don't even want to get further into that one, but I understand.
Well, we've been married 39 years, so she says, hey, just to get it over with.
So we're doing comedy hour. Let's do it. I want open phone call in, stand up, sit down.
open forum, open mic.
All right.
I've never had the balls to stand in front of a crowd and hold the mic and try to entertain anybody. So
you might be doing it tonight.
Let me audition here.
That's pretty good, man. That's good stuff. What else is on your mind?
Lord. Well, I was just going to brag about, not every time you watch a podcaster do they advertise something you actually like if you ordered it.
Mm.
And I was chatting with Rose, and I said, this Cove Pure thing is the bomb.
It's freaking
really
cool,
like
right?
Cove Pure. I mean, I would recommend anybody who wants water to taste like water should to try one of these things. And I don't get any commission. I know you might get a little bit of kickback, but I get nothing for
There's
saying
no kickback. I like the ads to work, and I have a real simple rule. If I wouldn't spend my own money on it and I wouldn't keep it in my house, then I won't have it. And it's pretty good.
Exactly.
It's a pretty good product. My kids use it every day.
Just like old girlfriends, if you don't want them in your house, you got to kick it out.
That's right. You do have to kick them out. Wait, why are you letting old girlfriends come into your house? How's that work with lady?
No, not in 40. I've been monogamous 40 years, not to tell all I know, but
This has been a day where near strangers have shared an awful lot of information with me, so I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, it's like my lovely wife says, "Don't tell all you know." TMI.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell all you know. What's the old thing? I taught that guy everything that he knows, but I didn't teach him everything that I know. That's a good one.
No.
I
had a buddy that used to always tell me, he used to say, "Steve, don't go talking out your neck." So I guess that meant when I was really drunk.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I don't think anything good can come out of your neck.
Oh, no.
What else you got?
One day, I think we need to have like little miniature gatherings, and Rose could be the coordinator.
She's been doing this.
In the Charlotte area.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm only about 2.5 from there. I'm on the Georgia-South Carolina border, born and raised in Georgia, retired pharmacist since 2017. But we still ride Harleys, and we love going up to, the western North Carolina mountains. So unfortunate what happened to them with Helene.
Oh, for sure.
And we like going up to, the Gatlinburg area, that area. So if we could ever have a get together, hell, I'll buy the first round of beers for however many people show up or whatever they want to drink. They don't have to drink beer.
It's a bold claim.
Yeah.
Now,
I could even bring a keg.
You said the Georgia-South Carolina line. That's roughly where you are, correct?
Right. We're just north of Augusta on the Savannah River.
Which border? Is it South Carolina, Georgia, or is it North Carolina, South Carolina that has the on-the-border Mexican rape offshoot space?
Oh, yeah. That's up around Florence, just on 95, the south of the border, Sombrero thing.
Yeah.
That's a sketchy area.
That looks like a sex trafficking location.
Yeah. It looks like people from Walmart go there.
Well, they definitely are people from Walmart, but I think they also might be like people from Walmart who are meeting with like cartel contacts.
Right. The guy that drives people like 8 states over and gets pulled over and somehow is still wandering the planet.
Yeah, that seems like a place where a Maryland man might stop off south of the border.
Yeah. Well, if my daughter was caught up in that, the guy would not be available to testify to any type of guilty or not guilty.
I avow the statement.
Backwards, toes first.
I had a wood chippers. Somebody was explaining to me that they get jammed up pretty quickly, and it's actually preferable to use like maybe a really big snow auger, which makes sense to me. Something that could have like a 30 or 40 foot throw.
Yeah, castrate first, and then toes first in the wood chipper, and put it on slow motion.
All right. I'm not mad about it. I'm open to. I always knew where there was a big shark breeding ground. I still have the GPS coordinates sitting on my phone. You never know when you might need to know where there's 30 or 40 makos swimming around.
All righty. Well, hey, I enjoyed chatting with you. I just want to release my future time so you can share it with other people. My man, you killed it. Well done. You're welcome back anytime. Thanks for calling, Steve. First-time caller, long-time listener. Love it. Someone's got to say it. Good man. Take care, buddy. All right, you too. That was great. Oh, that was good. We got a little bit of stand-up in that. That's fantastic. We had a connection excitement. I do like troubleshooting on the phone. We do that a lot. All right, guys, phone line's open. Let's see. I had a great comment today. You guys can call in and tell me your piece on this. Sometimes I feel like I overshare about things in my real life, but that's part of what this podcast makes it real, I guess. Our podcast environment is based on real life experiences.
And I just read some of the YouTube comments. I may actually do some of that sometimes. I'll open up the YouTube comments on this and we'll just read them. The comment was something to the effect of, when I was younger, I had a moment where I got into it with a grown man as a teenager, and it was a principal or a vice principal of school. And the conversation was had that, we can fix this like age appropriate, or we can handle this like men. And it sounds like the commenter opted to handle it like a teenager and not step into the arena of men. I think that's a really important choice. And I'm not confident that that choice is being given to young men on a regular basis right now. It's a seriously important moment, because I don't think a lot of people are getting a chance to decide, am I old enough to handle business like a man and the consequences that are involved in being a man, which can be very, very dramatic and drastic? Or am I good with, I'm a kid, it's time for me to kind of know my place, I can back down, I don't have to be a tough guy because I'm 15 and this guy looks like he's pretty salty and it might end up really badly for me. And if you're a 15, 16, 17-year-old who thinks that you can handle business like men, there's an entire lineage of young men that learn the hard way that is not a real thing, that there is such a thing as old man strength, and shoot, it's not even fair. So we could talk about that if you guys are interested. Some of these comments you guys leave over on the YouTube side, I didn't get to Spotify today. I'll have to read them later. And some of the Rumble comments are quite good. So that was the one that kind of struck with me. It's like, I told my wife, don't intervene the next time you see some kids doing dumb things. One, I don't want them to disrespect you. I don't want to have to headbutt some kid. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But let me go out there and talk quietly to them and give them an opportunity to do the right thing and say it in a way that they can save face and, maybe learn an important lesson. Like, you don't know what you're dealing with. This is probably not the time for you to do that. Recognize that 12 of you is not going to be enough. 12, 15-year-olds is not going to be enough. They were skinny, guys. They were really skinny, too. They were all mostly white kids. 2 of them had no shirts on for some reason. All right. I did learn something kind of wild today that I will cover on tomorrow's show, but I didn't realize, for those of you that saw this morning's program, that the Agenda 47 thing, which I showed you a million times, but here it is. This is what it looks like. The Agenda 47 website didn't just go down randomly and get changed over to WinRed. It actually looks like it went down the day that the bombing started in Iran. So for those of you that listened this morning, be pretty interested to hear what you guys think about that. Why they decided to pull it down. My guess is, just supposition, but I'm open to hearing your impressions as well, is that it may have had something to do with number 3, which was end inflation, make America affordable again, as we saw oil prices spike. And then also that piece there on number 8 about World War III, restore peace, Europe, Middle East, etc. Seemed like that was pretty important. And it doesn't seem like it looked out. All right, let me tell you guys how to find the phone line. You guys can find it over on YouTube. If you're a member, it's the first post. I think it's first post. Actually, I'll go double check that since I'm sitting here thinking about it. Let's go to our YouTube channel and look for posts. How do I find my channel? There, view your channel. All right. If you guys go to the YouTube channel and you click on post, if you are a member, then you will find it right there 7 days ago. It says, thanks for being a subscriber. And there is the number for March. Starts 726. This is a subscriber show, so whenever you guys are ready. And then who's over there on who's on our locals right now? Locals, folks, you guys are dropping the ball. You guys want to jump in? Let's see what you have to say. Locals people, you guys know where to find that. I will add a link in the chat as well. I may play us a song that we haven't heard in a little while while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Let's see here. How about this one?
Every movie makes, I see it on the screen. Private jets to Nashville, government gasoline. Making his booty call. Nashville, I see it.
Gonna interrupt my song with caller number 3. Welcome to the program.
What's going on, Kyle?
Who's on the line here?
It's Josh, man. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing great. We got to talk about this clown going against Massey.
You know, I found out some things about him because I didn't know much about him, but you fire away first.
Hang on. I mean, did you hear him at Trump's rally?
Yeah,
why is Trump supporting this dude?
Emotional. I don't know. Doesn't like that Massey hurts his feelings. Doesn't knob schlob enough.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
It's not great, is it?
Lindsey Graham's over there licking his chops, sucking him off on Air Force One, and this guy's MAGA. But yet Thomas Massey and Rand Paul ain't. But I mean, look at their Liberty score, APAC money taken in.
Yep.
I mean, these people are nuts. And then the magatards on Twitter that just are like, everything Trump does is just seal. It's disgusting, man.
It is gross. It's hard to listen to.
It is, man. It is. That's why I've taken a sabbatical. That's why I took a sabbatical for a while, man. I had to get away from it.
You're taking a social media sabbatical?
I did for a little bit, man. I had to get away from it. I couldn't listen to Jones. I couldn't listen. I was like, I got to get away from this, man.
What's my boy Alex saying?
This is a nightmare.
Yeah, what's he saying these days?
Oh, nothing against you or you or Jones or Owen. None of you guys. I mean, you guys are like spot on. It's just the gloom and doom, man.
It's tough.
Like
every morning, it's tough.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, everybody thought going to be the end all be all, and it's become a complete nightmare, man.
Well, I mean, I kind of thought it wasn't going to be the end all be all, but but I'm kind of a pessimist.
Well, I mean, you of all people would have. I mean, you're pretty smart, dude. You're pretty smart.
Oh, I'm pretty pessimistic too.
But I mean, people coming around about Carlson, and it's like, what's wrong with Carlson? What? And I don't understand the backwardsness about Massey and Rand Paul and these guys. I don't understand it. It's like, Trump, what are you doing? What kind of dumbasses do you surround? Of course, we all know why. I mean, there's a little star involved. We know why it's happening. I don't mean to go that route.
It's okay.
I don't mean to.
It's really strange watching this guy do what he's doing. And I don't know. I don't presume to know why people do what they do. I really don't. I don't try to make those, like, I don't get into motive as much, but I can predict performance based on previous performance. I can see what someone's doing and I can kind of align and say, okay, well, it seems like this is the route you're going, whatever that looks like. So yeah, whether it's because we're doing the work of Israel on, or why Israel has an outside influence, I swear to God, 44 years on this planet, and the last year I've heard more about Israel than I've ever heard in the 43 years prior. It just never came up.
Hell, me, we're the same age, brother. We're the same age. I graduated in 2000.
That's me. Yeah. The question is this:
thing, man.
Did anyone ever just like bring up Israel to you as a regular conversation piece? Because it's never come up.
Never at all in my life.
It's
ever.
like what do you?
And not one person woke up and said the first thing on my mind is Israel and protein cookies. Oh, I love those protein cookies.
Something you can't live without. I'm like, something I can't live without. Man. Yeah, what a weird time. I find myself saying that word way too many times. It's too much.
Hey, let's look into his APAC money, man. Let's see what he took in. Let's see what he took in to cover all this shit up, man. It's terrible.
God. It really does, man. I mean, I don't know if he was. I think he might have just been out of his depth there. I'm willing to give people like the credit for. I'm willing to give people like wiggle room to be like acknowledge that they don't know what they're talking about, that they never had any chance. I don't think Dan ever had a chance to go in there and be successful. It takes a while to get used to what's going on, but still.
Well, and he had all them moles in there, man. And they
Allegedly.
disbanded good guys like, and they disbanded guys like you that were actually there, it was like, hey, this ain't right, you know.
I'll tell you what, I didn't want to go back though. I mean, and that's God's honest truth, and I said it to Cash, and I've shared the conversation with you guys because it's like I don't want to go back and work there. Had a conversation today with somebody in politics, and the question was like, hey, you know, when does your podcast go? And I go, oh, it goes off at like 8:30 time here, so by like 11 o'clock, I'm done with the things that I have to do. That's on a time clock every day. And so then from 11 until 5, I'm working on my own time of whatever kind of stuff I want to do. And I can go do PT and go to the gym and come back in. And I end up spending a bunch more hours. But I also, I'm my own boss after that. I'm not beholden to any timeline or anything else. I get to do whatever I need to do. And the guy goes, yeah,
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah, why would you want to go back to an FBI?
Nobody wanted to be part of that slime.
What? No, why?
Nobody wanted to go back to that slime.
It's it.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's grotesque. It's nasty.
I'll tell you the worst thing about it, too. I'll end with this thought, and then I'll give you a final thought here. But the worst thing about working for the federal government, in my experience, was that I'm constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering if something I do is going to get back to the people I work for, who are so thin-skinned that they don't just give you the benefit of the doubt that you're going to operate with honesty. And the best example of that was my neighbor, who was a intelligence agency employee. He worked for one of the geospatial type agencies. He's a government contractor with a top secret clearance. His wife was a former government contractor, also had a top secret clearance. They're out of town. They're in Costa Rica at the time. And they told me that they had like a housekeeper watching their house. And I look up and there's like 11 cars in front of their house. Somebody's having a big party there. And so I called him up in Costa Rica and I go, hey man, do you want me to check on your house? There's like 11 people there. And he was like, I've got Alexa and I've got this. And like, I'm listening. And like, there's a ton of people at my house who are not supposed to be there. And I go, okay, well, listen, I'm available to you. I'm happy to go knock on the door and like clear it and tell them to get out and whatever. And I'll stay on the phone with you if you want. And so we did. And he's like, yes, go empty my house right now. And so I did. I went to empty their house, and I went and I told them all to leave, and they got mouthy with me, and they told me they were having a party, and I ended up calling the local sheriff, and I'd work with what's called the Doñana County Sheriff's Office, so I had them come out, and they brought 3 deputies. The deputies and I stood there, and we cleared everybody out. And of course, I went up there armed because I was an FBI agent. That was just what happened at the time. And so we sent everybody out, and the next day, this asshole from this stupid party at a house that wasn't his, that he had no right to be at. He was like the father of the dog sitter, showed up at the FBI office, knocked on the door wearing an FBI shirt that he had because like 10 years ago he'd worked in the lab division. And he said, I'm here to like report that one of your agents, is a problem in kicking people out of a house that he has no right to kick people out of. And he's a jerk. And him and his son wanted to get physical with me. And I told him, I was like, don't get physical with me. If you guys want to get physical, it's probably going to end up with one of you really, really injured. Because I'm not going to fight 2 guys. I'll just shoot you. And so anyway, so that happened. And then the cops came there and threw them all out. And of course, I was correct. Of course, the homeowner's on the phone in freaking Costa Rica. And this jerk goes up and they wrote it up in my paperwork when they were suspending me that there was a complaint from one of my neighbors who wasn't even my neighbor. He was some asshole that was like invading my neighbor's house. And that's the worst part about working for a government. You're like, who wants that? Like doing the right thing, protecting your neighbor's home, finding out that like you're going to get complained on by some rando, and then your job takes their word over yours. When there was a police report over
everybody needs. That's crazy, man.
Fully crazy.
This is where everybody needs to get away from. You got too many people trusting government, man. Too many.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
Get the hell away from it, man. Critical think, observe, and think for yourself. Don't be on here with these influencers, with these magatards like the cat turds. And congratulations, by the way, for making the dilly meme.
That was pretty good, right?
Anti-MAGA hats. That was pretty badass, man. I'm like, well, he kind of shot himself in the foot because these are all the people that I support that are still America first.
That's right.
And still MAGA.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've never had the MAGA hat. I got a hat that says "Make Texas a Country Again." I got that hat. This is kind of a separatist hat.
Unfortunately, I got suckered into having a couple, man.
Well, that's all right. I'm not mad at you.
I got suckered into it for a little bit. So, but I'm out of it. But I love what you're doing, man. And I wish the FBI had more people like you in it, man. And
I wish the FBI had no people. That'd be better. But I appreciate the.
Well, that would be better. I mean, wasn't that supposed to be tore down?
Yeah,
and turned into like a deep state monument or museum or something?
That's what I heard. But the guy I heard it from is a liar. So be it. All right, Josh, you got a final thought, and then we'll part ways.
final thought is think for yourself.
Boom.
Don't buy into all these false prophets, false idols. I mean, anybody that's comparing themselves, if you don't buy into what Netanyahu and Trump's doing, you're not Jesus-like, they got a problem. It's evil. It's no longer right versus left. It's no longer magatards versus libtards. This is what's right versus wrong.
Hoo-yah. I'm for it. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
Hey, bacon cheeseburger nationalists out, buddy.
Right.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I'll do it. Thank you for calling.
All right, brother. Talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. There we go.
You too.
That's how you do it. That was all the things at one time. One of you guys over in the, who's dropping that? Renzo? If you guys are not on our locals, you're missing out on a pretty funny little moment. What is the, it's like a meme template. It's John Hamm standing and he's listening to that Kato song and he's dancing in the club with a bunch of young people around him. Somebody put my face on it. I should said that to my wife. She'll laugh. All right, guys, the phone line is open. I've been trying to share it where I can so you guys can find it. There's a post link that's over on the YouTube chat, and you guys should be able to see that as my last chat. And then for those of you that are looking on the local side, I posted it once again, and I'll make sure that we keep posting it so you guys have access to the phone line. It's called the new studio number for March. That's the name of the post. I guess I could, there we go. And I'll post it over there again for y'all. And for those of you that are on Rumble, if you guys wanted to be subscribers, that's how you get there. This is the link. It'll take you over to where it lives on the Rumble page. There, I'm sorry, on the locals page. Caller number, I think we're up to number 5. I'm winging it now for numbers. I should have started writing. Welcome to the program.
Hey, Kyle, it's JT in Montana. How are you?
I'm well. How you doing, JT?
All right. A little tired. Had some trees taken down around the house. We're supposed to have a big windstorm and stuff. So, you know, doing that outdoor work all day. So I haven't paid attention to most of the news. I watch your show in the morning and went to work. But I wanted to plug your sponsors. The Patriot Cups are great. The online service, I think, is good. At least you never know with those, but I trust that they're looking out for me.
I feel the same way.
And I didn't.
They seem like good guys.
I didn't dig. I'm sorry. I didn't dig the underwear, but the socks are pretty good.
Which underwear did you get? You got the undertag, but which one did you get?
I got the pricey ones.
Were they called the infantry model, or do they say recon on them?
I don't recall, to be honest with you. I've only worn them a couple times. I'm an older guy, you know. Your underwear, I don't have a flat personal belly anymore, so.
So it
is personal.
Yeah, well, they had 2 styles, and I actually added a recommendation over on locals because I want to tell people like product that I know that I like. They sent me 2 kinds. One of them is like real spandexy, and it's like super tight, and I'm not that into that one as much. I think I'd have to get a bigger size. But the other one's called the Recon, and it's really crazy soft. It's made out of modal. So of the 2, okay, the one that's called Infantry, like their general duty undies, they're actually super comfortable. The other one is a little bit much unless you're a guy who's like needs everything tightened down because you're going on like a bike ride or something.
Yeah, I got that. I use that, or I'm going to be I'm going to model it somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. Well, if you suck it in real tight, yeah, you need some Spanx, some slimming Spanx.
Hey, I appreciate you referencing movies. Just simply, I've had some good friends who they just go, "Hey, remember that part in this movie?" And they'll go, "And remember that blue boat that went by when they were talking about their dog?" You know, you got that, and I appreciate that. But you made me think of movies, and I thought of this one just with all the crap going on, and it's Platoon.
Okay.
And it's when Charlie Sheen lets the enemy sneak up on him, supposedly. You know, he was sleeping or couldn't hear or fighting mosquitoes, and Willem Dafoe has to calm the one guy down who's shot and wounded and screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets up on him and covers his mouth and just says, "Take the pain. Take the pain." And that's what I feel like our government's doing to us.
Constantly.
I feel like the taxpayer, just take the pain.
That's right.
Well, especially after this week, they said, you know, what was it? Short-term pain for long-term gain. They all said that.
It's killing me that they all came up with that. Like, what a decidedly goofy thing to say.
Fake. It was horrible. On the movies, though, and I've because it sounds like you watch a lot. Now, I do not. A few years ago, I finished my degree so I could get a GS promotion. I did get the promotion. I did finish my degree at home at night, you know. But one of the classes I had to take, I had to write about a movie and pick up from a list, and I picked a Western movie, and it's the movie The Wild Bunch, and I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
so I know
was made by a guy.
I know the name.
It's got Ernest Borgnine and a whole bunch. It's awesome. It's a 1970 movie set in Mexico.
Okay.
But the reason it really stood out to me, and it's, you know, filmed in cinematography, you know, it was the cool 70s. It was really good film back then. So the picture comes in. It's really nice. Obviously, I wrote about this thing for 5 weeks. So I know detail.
Yeah, you did.
But it's got everything. It's got horses, trains, explosives, machine guns, cars, Mexican whores. It's tequila. It's got the whole works. Lots of explosions. It's a longer movie, but it was made by a director named Sam Peckinpah. And I'm 20 years older than you.
Okay.
But I grew up with black and white TV, and you know how the bad guy always got shot off the roof right in the gut, and he just happened to fall over all the time. He never saw any blood.
That's right.
Well, Sam Peckinpah had been to Vietnam, and he'd seen what real war was. Mm-hmm. And he came back and decided he was going to change the movie industry. He's the first one who put realistic or semi-realistic gore into Westerns or movies.
Wow.
And they really disliked him. The industry hated him. And he went over the top. I just, if you can stomach sitting there with your wife and watching, I'm telling you, it's worth the watch. It's a real good story. It's about the army chasing Mexican bandits and bank robbers across from the U.S. into Mexico. Sorry, I didn't pay attention at the time, Kyle.
No, you're good. I'm just nodding along vigorously. Like that sounds okay. I've been trying to remember, and this is something that's actually probably a good exercise for a lot of people. We are so oversensitized with the things that we watch right now. They're hyper realistic, super fast paced, incredible graphics, all this, who cares about the story because it's loud and it's fast and it's aggro. It's like eating really high sugar, whatever processed food. You know what I mean?
You're hitting it on the head. Yes. And so, I took my son to the Transformers and I walked out of that movie sick.
Yeah, it's just too much, right? But we're acclimated to that though. So I think
what it is. Go ahead.
No, you go. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think it's because you and I have similar realistic minds. We like to see the realism behind it. Even if I can break it out and go, okay, it's not real, I want to know that it's based on something. I don't like the electronic fluff and all the sales. Anyway, hey, that movie's great. Please give it a shot if
I will.
It wasn't.
I'll do it to slow down, if nothing else, and that's what I've been trying to do aggressively. It's like I want to actively rewind the clock. And I want to take a deep breath. And even if I understand that it's movie and it's cinema on purpose, like I don't need it to be whatever things are being made right now. I literally make my wife watch another episode of Highway to Heaven every night. And we've just been watching that. And there's some really weird looking old people that they had in their that they cast for all the old people. It's really something else. JT, you watch these people and you're like, holy God, that's an ugly old man. That guy's weird looking. He's got hair coming out of his ears like a regular old guy does. And he just looks like a mess. And, there's no makeup that can make you not look like you're 80. And he just looks 80 and beat up. And you're like, well, whatever. Like that was it. That was the time. And everybody's skinny. Everybody is skinny. So that's also interesting.
Oh, yeah. That take the pain part. It made me think about America just being a big, obese, lazy person laying there screaming that they're hurt.
That's it.
And I'm not trying to be a downer on that. Hey, I'll close on this. I don't even know where we are in time if I ran over your time. So I met Ollie North in 2003 in Kuwait, and walked around the flight line with him and my buddy for about 45 minutes before everybody moved up north. And I bring him up because he was Iran Contra.
Yep.
And Fawn Hall doing the shredder and all that stuff. By the way, he married Fawn Hall.
Okay.
Oliver North is currently married. I don't know if she was the blonde secretary who was shredding when the FBI was beating on the door.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, I met him. I'm sorry, but he dealt with Epstein. I'm almost sure of it.
I think they all did. I've been having some weird conversations about Epstein stuff offline, and just leave it at that.
Yeah, understood. I just wanted to tell you this thing about Ollie North. So when I met him, I'm like, wow, okay. And he, he's retired then. He was probably 55, 60 or something. Normal 5'11" upper body.
Okay.
He had the biggest ass on him I've ever seen on a man. he looked like Jackie Gleason from The Honeymooners. He was weird built, and I'm sorry, Ollie, if you're listening, but it was just odd. I just didn't expect it.
That's so funny.
Kind of like the ladies doing their nails at any civil service office you go to.
They're all doing it. Yeah, and they're all built a little different too, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
hey, thank you very much, Kyle. Appreciate everything you're doing. And tomorrow, I expect to go to Shield Arms and pick up my brand new musket.
Outstanding. Yeah, I want to see send pictures over on Locals. I'm neurotic about it. I love them. They're good people.
I will. I know you do. Yeah, they were good. I enjoyed it too, and I appreciate that. I knew they were there. I just hadn't gone, and I needed to get something besides one of the $4.99 sales specials.
Yeah.
That I have.
Yeah. No, they make a really good product. You're going to be happy with it.
Yeah, they do. Thank you. Take care, Kyle.
All right, JT. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Bye.
All right, there we go. So we got another call driving in right away. Oh, my goodness. All right, caller number, I think 6 or 7. Welcome to the program.
Kyle, is your favorite president here?
Is this Sam?
I wanted to tell you. Yes, it is, but it's my. I got Trump sitting right next to me. We're knocking back some brews. Well, he doesn't drink, but anyway, I got the code pure, and I saw right on the front there it said pure TDS.
That's right.
And raw TDS.
That's right.
And I said, hey, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this company. They don't like me very much. I was trying my best to do the best I can. I told you I wasn't going to get us into any wars, but what the heck. But I do have the Go Pure, and it's fucking awesome. Oops, I swore.
It's okay. Sam, you were rowdy to get on the phone. I saw you dialing in while the other guy was on still, while JT was still talking.
Yeah, I've been dying to talk to you. I just appreciate you so much, bro. I got a hold of you through Alex Jones, and I really thought, like, this is a guy. Like, this is a guy. He's like, he sacrificed everything. And, like, I really appreciate you, and I'm sure I speak for most of the people in here, and I do appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That's very thoughtful. How long have you been listening to Alex Jones?
Oh, probably 5 years or so. I mean, he was a joke in the beginning. Everyone thought he was a joke, but like, and he's not a snake oil salesman, but some people look at him that way. But I've got methylene blue, and I got a couple of his products, and I take them and hoping for the best.
I think Alex Jones believes it. He's such a wild man that there are some people who, they think they can fix everything through chemistry, and I think he might be one of those guys. I don't think he's selling stuff that he doesn't actually do or try. I think he actually is drinking all that stuff. I think he's taking all the supplements. He's such a madman. That would make sense. I have the methylene blue he gave me, by the way, and I should put it up on my little backdrop here. I've got one bottle of methylene blue. He goes, "Can I give you this during the show, and will you take it?" And I go, "Absolutely not." And he goes, "Really?" He's like, "You won't take it? Could you take it out like live on air?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do any supplements, man. I'm not doing that. I'm I'm not taking some supplement. I don't know what the hell it is." And he's like, "Oh, it's really good for you." And I was like, "No to all that. Not happening. I'm not gonna do it." So I still have the bottle he gave me. I've never even opened it. I'm gonna go put it behind me now that you reminded me. I found it the other day. It was sitting in one of my things. But Alex is a hoot.
People with brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, swear by it.
Yeah. My concern is that all these supplements, they all shut down a pathway that if you're normally doing something and your body normally makes things, and then you start taking it to supplement and you add to it, your body will stop doing it. So then you're dependent on supplement. That's my concern with almost everything. And that's true in a lot of different things.
I've never been dependent on supplements except for whiskey and cigarettes. But
fair enough.
Well,
But hey, you were talking about Owen today, and I'm like, you were saying like, me and Owen were kind of on the same. Yeah, definitely. You and Owen are on, the same, not the same path, but you think rationally and squarely, and you're not part of a cult. And I think, I don't know if I guess you have guests sometimes, but it'd be nice to see you and Owen shoot the grab.
I'll see if Owen wants to come in for a morning show one time. If he wants to come drive up, he's not that far away from me. I don't know how far it is, but I mean, whatever it is, like 15, 20, 30 minutes. He could pop in here on a morning and just sit and BS with me off stage or off screen. I could hook up a camera over there. I got extra cameras. That might be kind of fun.
But I would just want to say for the last time how many of us out here, I'm sure I speak for many of us, we really appreciate your honesty and your non-cultism. And like, I voted for Trump 3 times, and like, I'm watching what's going on now. And it's like, does this guy have amnesia? What is going on? I don't know. I'm actually very scared. I'm worried about like they're just going to do the nuclear option. And like, that's just horrible.
Yeah. Trump got my vote 2 times. And I wouldn't change them, and I haven't ever said that I would, and I don't complain about that. I just like people to do the thing that they said they were going to do. That just seems like a reasonable thing to ask. It's why I keep going back to this agenda. The fact that they've deleted it is very it's kind of troubling, actually.
I saw that. That was very interesting. I have lots of friends that got caught up in J6, and Owen always says like, I will never regret voting for Trump because they let him out of jail.
Oh, 100%. You know what? That's the thing. Owen didn't. He got his commutation, as did my buddy Steve Baker. There's some others as well. I'm still hoping that the Proud Boys get made right. I met with Stuart Rhodes a couple of weeks ago and saw him when he came through Austin, and I've talked to Joe Biggs plenty of times, and those guys are still dealing with a personal level of hell. So I hope they make that right, and they should. They really ought to. But yeah, at the end of the day, I wouldn't take it back. It's just like I kind of wanted more. Maybe I'm greedy.
Well, I'll just say, proud of your boy, Kyle.
Proud of your boy, indeed. All right, buddy. Sam, I appreciate you calling in.
Me on. Yep.
Good man. Sam was hammer dialing us. All right, we're gonna open the line up here. Sam must have called in 10 times while JT was on the phone. He was working his way through. Not mad at him. That's the way you get it done, by the way. I had some back and forth with Enrique Tarrio today as well, so I hope he gets all those guys, I hope they get their life back in some way, because not getting the pardon is actually a big deal, especially for the ones that were military veterans. And I saw Dominic Pizzola's post for the first time in forever today. For some reason, I wasn't following him on X, but following him now. All guys that I spoke to when they were all sitting in a prison cell right after they got convicted, which was already wild and crazy. That was one of the more sobering things that we did on this program, or that I did as part of the program. Based on what we just heard a second ago, Wild Bunch, government kind of doing weird things. I have this clip and I was looking for it. I should rename it so I know what it's called, because I can't remember what it's called, but this one is kind of a funny little moment. I feel like this is every day for us, and then I'll go to the next caller.
You have nothing to worry about. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like strange or nefarious going on. Yeah. I mean, and even if there was, you'd never know it.
Right, yeah. And, sorry, wait, what?
Anything that may or may not be afoot shouldn't concern you, because anything that would or wouldn't happen would do so without your knowledge or awareness. And even if it did happen, you wouldn't understand what it was or wasn't. So it's all perfectly fine as far as you're concerned. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like strange or nefarious.
We had a caller jump on and they heard that and they went like, wait, what's happening right now? If you just called in, you can call right back in. Sorry about that. I was going to finish that little clip, right? Isn't that kind of the mentality? Anything that would or wouldn't happen, none of this is really going on. Don't you worry about all that. That came from, what was that? From Community, I think. All these shows are like Parks and Rec and Community and some of these other kind of like silly sitcom-y things. I feel like those were all things that my wife watched, and then I've slowly had to watch some of them, or I watch them passively. You guys know what that's like too, where your spouse is watching something, or your significant other, and you've seen them, but you've never really watched them. So I don't know any of the names of any of the characters, and I don't actually know what was going on in that scene or where it came from, but I saw all of them. Yeah, anyhow, it's a thing. Let's see. Let's punch this back up on the screen. Guys, if you have not seen this little I don't know, what do you call this? Like a GIF that Renzo made. Renzo is one of our many time callers. He made this thing, this mustache and meme template is so bad. It's so goofy. Sitting on the screen right now. I'll just leave it up there because it's making me laugh. Let's see. Questions from the chat here. Michelle's asking, do you have any contact with Alpha Warrior? Oh, Alfredo. Yes, I do have contact with him. He and I had a phone call maybe 2 weeks ago or less. Alpha has the belief that I'm secretly working with the guys in the FBI to be able to accomplish the goals of the FBI by being an outside agitator that allows them to be able to move forward with what they want to do, but they can't do it unless I post mean things on Twitter. So Alpha's absolutely out of his mind, but he's still a really good guy. He just is completely nuts. He just lives in an alternate reality. So yes, we have that. He's okay, I think. I should check in on what he's doing with his program. I haven't seen that. Do I watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I've seen maybe one episode ever of Always Sunny. Not something that I watched on a regular basis. What else are we seeing up here? Should I scroll up? Can I scroll up on this chat here and see if I missed anything really interesting or critical? Answer good, Sam. Sam had a pretty decent impression. He was a little close to the phone. Sam, the next time you call in, you got to back off the phone just a tiny little bit. And then your impression sounded like it was pretty close. So not mad about that one at all. All right, let me load up the things. We're at about an hour here. That's kind of where we've been leveling up here. Let me check the locals chat and kind of scroll through and see if I missed anything else up here from you all. You guys wanted the access to the PO box. That's the PO box. If you are so inclined, and here's the funny thing, I don't need anything. So if you were like, oh, I need to send you this, you don't by any means. But if you are so inclined to send something, and a number of you have intermittently, here, I'll show you something else I got. Here, this is from one of you characters. I got this from one of y'all. Chris knows who he is. Look at this. This is an air raid siren that I showed a woman on a video messing with. This is to let people around you know that ICE is coming. The P.O. Box 9073 West State Highway 29, Suite 110, Box 509, Liberty Hill, Texas, 78642. Yeah. I got this air raid siren. Do you guys want to hear it? I need some. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to hear the air raid siren. I don't know how bad it'll be over the microphone. This thing is 100% pure Chinesium. It is Chinese SY100, and then Chinese decibels 110 plus or minus 110. Yeah. What do we think here? We got everybody wants to hear it. You guys want to hear this, okay? And then it is also 550 plus or minus 50 hertz. So this is somewhere between 560 hertz, 500 and 600 hertz, and can be as loud as 120 decibels. Here we go. I hope I don't wake up my kids. I don't think they're asleep yet. It's got this little like feather thing. You pull the trigger and so you can modulate it a little bit. Anyway, that's the finest air raid siren that Temu Chinesium can buy. So, thanks for that, Chris. I know he's watching right now. He was contemplating sending me Milwaukee tools. I don't require anything, but if you have to send me some weird stuff, then you can send me this weird stuff, and then I'll have it. I'll show you. It says, attention. Oh, this is good. I haven't actually read this. There's a star on the device, and it says, attention, no objects into the box to avoid collision.
You can't park there. Guys, no objects into the box to avoid collision. Do what you will with that. All right, I'll put this on the side. I'm going to wrap up and do our normal shutdown, which I haven't done in quite a while. So let's see if I can go pull these. I'll pull our video clips that we normally bring on here. See if I got some good ones. I wonder if I got something that I haven't played in a while. That could be kind of fun. How about... that's a good one. All right, I'm going to give you guys a little commentary on something that we haven't touched on in a little bit. The versatility of a word that many of us use on a regular basis. And this is going to be a lead up, and we're going to be kind of just taking this as the off-ramp for the night. Here you go. Stand by one. Foreigner educating you on your own language is always a good time. Here we go.
There are so many difficult words, and I think the hardest word in America has been the word shit. I thought it's easy, that I know what shit means. But it turns out I didn't know shit. I think it's the most complicated word. Like, how can it be if something is bad, it's shit? If something is really good, it's the shit. I would have never guessed that. I had to study that shit. So important, the article. Like if I give shit to you, that means that that I'm telling you off. But if I give a shit, then I care. And if I take shit, then I accept that you are bullying me. But if I take a shit, I take a shit. And I learned that my shit is always good and positive, but your shit, his shit, her shit, always bad. Like, I can't deal with her shit. I have to put up with his shit. Clean up your shit. But don't touch my shit.
What shall we discuss next? What is the second most important principle of our nation?
Guns.
Excuse me?
Guns.
I don't hate that. Well, I do. It's ridiculous. So, what is your name?
Matt.
Matt what?
Matt, don't you worry about it.
Well, Matt, what will posterity say of us if the second right we enshrine in this document is simply guns?
That we don't play.
Damn, that's actually kind of sick.
Yes. No. The idea is ludicrous.
Wait, now hold on. I mean, we did just make a law that said anyone can say whatever crazy stuff they want, right? Maybe this gun thing would kind of balance that out.
Bingo.
Okay, yes, but by the same token, wouldn't having a gun embolden people to say crazy stuff as well?
Bro, what?
Yeah. No. What?
Make that make sense.
Gentlemen, we cannot just have an amendment that says guns. What about guns?
Having them.
Love it. Smart.
Like, who is this guy? Why isn't he running this?
Matt, I am open to discussing guns for a later amendment, but I must insist we move on to a more pressing concern.
You're screaming.
So angry. Sir, where are you from exactly?
America.
Yes, but where in America? Which state?
A united one.
What shall we discuss?
What? You can't park your car here, ma'am.
Are you blind? I don't think you can park there.
I know I can't park there!
Oh.
Hey, you can't park here!
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Excuse me, mate. You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park there.
Hey, watch out! If you're gonna blow, watch out!
Ma'am, you can't park your car here!
Are
park that there, mate.
Fuck off!
Excuse me, you can park here.
Yeah, you guys can't park here.
No shit, really?
You can't park there.
That's what I said.
Hey, you can't park there.
Appreciate you, bro.
You can't park there. You guys, you can't park there. But you still can't park. You can't park there. You can't park there. No. It's a park. You can't park there. You can't park this, huh?
I know I can't park here. What's your name?
What?
What is your name?
Tony!
Fuck you, Tony!
What's your name?
Ezekiel!
Fuck you, Ezekiel!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Hey, you know what I did last night?
You better not bring my mother into this!
You know what I did?
You better not!
I broke that fly over there.
Oh!
And I fucked your mother next to it.
Fuck you, Ezekiel!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Thanks for listening to The Kyle Seraphin Show, streamed live weekdays on rumble.com/Kyle Seraphin. Follow Kyle on Twitter, Truth Social, and Instagram at Kyle Seraphin.